Well, good evening, folks. Ken at Garden Gardens, anywhere in South Carolina where it's nice and haven't been around, what, 2 months maybe? I don't know, something like that. I just got bored with things and nothing new in the garden. I mean, the summer garden's all gone except we got a couple watermelons, cantaloupe, and more birdhouse gourds out there in the garden that are left, plus the moringa trees. Good evening, Crystal. How are you, my friend? And Barb's on her way out here. And, well, we missed all of you too. And Barb kept saying, well, when are you going back on YouTube? And this is when I got something new to say, Of course, I'm never at a loss for words, that's for sure. And, well, I was thinking she's coming over here to sit down. She will in a minute. I'm having a bad hair day, folks. I don't usually grow my hair this long. Barb usually gives me a buzz cut about once a month. But come on, Barb. She's in the laundry room messing around. There's a chair.
Why don't you come? I'll be right back.
But I can understand that, Crystal. Yep, you're right in that area. And, there's nothing you can do about wildfires if you can't get them put out. I mean, there's, just got to run from them. It's like those people down in New Orleans with those hurricanes. They just got to live with them and run from them. I'm doing great, Jay Hansen. And thank you for asking, my friend. I hope you're doing good. And, but we got some moringa trees left out there. Oh, that's not good. Are you still in the smoke? Or have they got that fire out there, Crystal? Yeah, I brought the my grow room is a mess right now. I haven't been in it since the last time you saw me on. The smoke is bad out there. I'm sure it is. So I brought the laptop in here into the kitchen. And plus it makes it easier for Barb to sit down with me when she will. I don't know what, she knew I was going to be on at 9 o'clock, so she waits until 9 o'clock to start doing laundry. Well, I'm glad things are looking better, Crystal. And yes, I'm still smoking. But I got my glass of hot moringa tea right here. And I'll show you, it really is moringa tea. Let me get my Camera is all tangled up. But there's my moringa tea. You can see moringa leaves floating in it. Oh, come on. A couple pieces of moringa floating that came out of the infuser. Oh, no, no. Who is that? That's A.G. Wild. How you doing, A.G.? And this moringa tea works good too. I've got to fix my camera here. Hang on. There. My brother told me one time, your portrait should always be in the center of the screen. Well, my brother's not here anymore, so I guess he'll forgive me. And Jack, no. How are you, my friend Jack? How are things down there in Australia? Tell us about it, Jack. And Claybank, is Dave in here? Oh yeah, there he is. Good evening, Dave. How are you this evening, my friend? Oh, I wish we had some rain. We had some Saturday. It rained all day because I couldn't cut the grass at the church. But
Supposed to get rain the rest of the week.
yeah, it's supposed to rain the rest of the week. And it only rained Saturday last week, and it was supposed to rain every day of the week too. So no hurricanes or twisters there. Well, that's good, Jay. We're glad of that for sure. Yeah, we've got that same problem here in South Carolina. I mean, the protesters can go out and protest with no masks on, okay? Normally they wear a mask so nobody knows who's tearing things down. But, you know, you can have 1,000 protesters out there with no mask, and that's okay. But you get 6 people in a restaurant that don't have a mask on, oh, it's about a $500 fine. And I got a telephone call today from Bonnie Seifert. She was really where we went. And we didn't go anyplace. We just, you know, I mean, you can, there's only so many things you can say about a moringa tree, you know. There's so many things that you can make out of moringa, you know. I got a bottle of capsules here that I made. I have a glass of moringa tea, at least one glass a day, or a cupful. And Barb takes the pills or the capsules, and I take the tea. And Barb is going to sing a song for you.
No,
Go ahead,
I don't
Barb.
think so.
Come on,
No,
come on, sing
I don't
something.
sing.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Well, Jack, you're right. The protesters don't even know what they're protesting about. I mean, they're not protesting about they have to wear a mask. They're protesting about differences in people's nationality, I guess you could call it. Oh, I do that too, Dave. There at Claybank Homestead. Is it a Kenny Rogers hit? No, no.
Mm.
But I had a friend come over today and was talking to him about the moringa, and he says, "What do you do with it?" And I reached up and I stripped a bunch of leaves off the tree and stuck them in my mouth and ate it, and said, "You eat it, or you can drink it, or you can make it into pills and swallow them." Yes, I did hear from Jessica. It was about 7 days ago, I think it was. She sent me a message asking me about Jim, the American Wanderer. He's supposed to be coming by here on his way out west and spend the night again, because where he's going, it's about halfway between where he is now and where he's going to. So he stopped over here with his motorhome, and we connected him up to the power, and he spent the night out there. And I told him anytime he comes back through town, just drop on by, and he's more than welcome to join us. Oh yeah, Jack. Time goes by fast. You know, especially when there's a lot of stuff going on. You know, with politics and medical emergencies, if you want to call it that. I'm not going to call it pandemic because I don't want YouTube to give me a strike, so I won't use that word. But you know, there's a lot of things going on in this world. I mean, earthquakes all over the place. I don't know of any recent volcano activity, but lots of earthquakes going on, and you know, small ones, uh, around 4 or 5. And
Hurricanes, fires.
hurricanes, fires, yeah, yeah. Crystal knows about the fires out west for sure. Well, let me ask you something, Jack. Do they have what would it be called? Natural resources government group there? You know, like here in the United States, have the U.S. Forest Service and the National Forest. Well, the U.S. Forest Service, and there's another National Park Service. Do they have anything like that in your area, Jack? Well, I'll tell you, Dave, there at Claybank Homestead, are your trees still in flower pots? Well, check into that, Jack, and see if they have, you know, what is it called? Um, like a Department of Natural Resources is what it's called here, DNR. And there's a lot of work in that field, and it's something that's kind of easy, you know. And Dave, if you have your trees in pots, bring them indoors so that they don't freeze this winter. And then next year, take them out and stick them in the ground. Because I've got 2 sets of trees growing outside, and I'm going to make a video to show that. Hopefully I can make it tomorrow. But I planted them like 10 of them in pots, and then I got 10 of them that are planted in the ground. Now the ones in the pots got about 2 or 2.5 feet tall and quit growing. I mean, there's new growth at the top, but they're not really growing fast. The ones that I put in the ground on the same day as seeds, they're over 6 foot tall now. So being in the ground is a lot better than being in the pots. I guess they're getting more nutrition.
Well, the ones in the pot might be pot bound too.
Yeah, like Barb said, she knows nothing about moringa trees, so she ain't gonna make no comments. That's true, Dave. These people that are protesting that have no idea in the world what they're doing out there, they just want to be part of something, you know. That's like a leech. A leech is one of the loneliest critters on the planet. That's why they always attach to something else, because they want to be part of something. So, you know, what do they consider them, leeches? I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I'll have people climbing all over me because I'm not against people protesting. I mean, you know, like I told Bonnie earlier this afternoon on the telephone, I was around during the 60s when the hippies were around, you know. And so I guess but, you know, back then everybody wanted a bomb. Yeah, protest the Vietnam War and all that kind of baloney. They would protest the war, but nobody would go down. I mean, everybody has their own thing, you know. When I turned 18, I was going to go in the military, and I went to the Air Force, and I had a strike on my record, which was driving too fast for conditions, which was considered reckless driving, and I lost my license for 30 days. And then I got my license back after 30 days, but I ran off a gravel road and had to call a wrecker, and the wrecker wouldn't come until I called the highway patrol. So much for that. But that kept me out of the Air Force, and I didn't know until I was in Parris Island, South Carolina, in Marine Corps boot camp, and found out that all I would have had to done is call my congressman, and he could have got me a waiver, and I could have gone in the Air Force. So, so much for that. I definitely did not want to go in the Army or the Navy because I don't like swimming and I don't like being shot at. And you go in the Army, you get shot at, you know. And it looks like I lost about 5 people here in the past minute or so because I had 8 viewers there for a minute. Then I started talking about the hippie-ites, and I lost 5 people. Come on, people. Don't be so sensitive. Or maybe it was the leeches. Ew. I hope nobody was eating lasagna when I was talking about that. Oh, very good, Crystal. I'm glad you're still with me. And I've got 3 viewers, which I know one of them viewers is YouTube.
Are they doing virtual still, Crystal, there?
Okay, very good, Adri. Go tuck those little ones in and give them a pat on the head and tell them Ken and Barb said hi. Her kids haven't started school yet. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they'll wait until everything is
that's
safe before they start hauling kids up and down the roads. Okay, after a while, Crocodile. Thanks for coming in, AG. Appreciate you being here, my friend.
Ours are doing half and half. They're going to school for like 2 weeks, and then they're out for 2 weeks doing virtual, and then going back for 2 weeks. This is
Of course,
stupid.
we don't have any kids in school. It's our
Grandkids.
grandkids and great grandkids and great great grandkids.
I mean, great grandkids.
Well, I don't know. Okay, it'll be virtual for 7 months. Yeah, that's kind of hard to do, virtual school.
They're having a time with it here because half the time they can't get on, and it's a mess.
Oh boy.
Well,
Another conspiracy theory just popped up here on my screen. The Antichrist, starring Donald J. Trump.
oh,
That guy just can't get that thought out of his head. Okay, Molly's going back in November and Zach will go back later. Well, very good. Very good. And how are both of those two little lumpkins doing? Now I've got 2 viewers left. If I wait long enough, I'll be able to shut it off for lack of interest. Let's see. Jack, no. He's gone, I think. And
AJ there.
Jay Hansen, I think he's gone too. Okay, very good. Very good. Very good, Crystal. I'm glad to hear that they're doing good.
Well, you can pick that one watermelon tomorrow before it starts
Oh yeah, I can pick a watermelon tomorrow before it starts.
raining. I don't want it to rot.
Yeah, we got 2 watermelons. They're the sugar, what do they call them? Sugar babies or sugar sweets or something. They get about this big around. You cut it in half, it's enough for 2 people, unless you're a bigger person than me, and then you'd have to have an extra one. But we got 1 cantaloupe left out there. And it seems like the things are blooming twice, which is weird. I've seen a lot of other people saying that, they're getting a second harvest off of things that we're only supposed to be able to harvest once a year.
Because it's been so hot.
And I'm kind of wondering if it isn't, something to do with weather conditions and stuff like that, aside from being hot, that are causing it. I mean, they say you're supposed to plant and harvest by the moon. Well, must be we got 2 moons or something. I don't know.
Well, the first harvest wasn't really that good because it was hot and dry.
Yeah, we didn't do too well this year in tomatoes, but I'll tell you, the
Squash
cucumbers, squashes. We got 1 squash out of 3 plants. Squash bugs got them, and
Cucumbers were good, but that was the
yeah,
only.
cucumbers are good. Barb put up 16 quarts,
How about 36?
36 quarts of cucumbers. Made them into pickles.
Oh, the sweet ones are really good.
Yeah, they're very good. She screwed up the recipe and made them taste good.
No, I didn't.
I had to readjust my chair here.
Although our son says the dill ones need more dill in them.
They don't have any dill in them unless it was in that mix.
It was in that mix, but he said next year add some extra dill to them.
Well, let's see. Oh, you can see a plant that my daughter got my wife. It's right there. She got her a stick.
Yes. It was an orchid or something like that, but it's
And my carpet's not really on fire. It's the smoke from my cigarette. One night somebody told me, I think your carpet's on fire. And I said, why? Well, I see all kinds of smoke coming up in front of you. Yeah, my carpet's on fire, all right. Yes, Crystal, I'll be here for a little while. I'm going to wait for Bonnie to come on. She might be coming on here in just a couple minutes, but I'll be here when you get back, Crystal.
well, you got a lot of hummingbirds this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had a lot of hummingbirds. I've been wanting to fill the hummingbird feeder up with red wine so I can catch some of them hummingbirds. But the Hummingbird Association would probably have me arrested and put in jail for the rest of my life if I got one of their little hummingbirds drunk. But they fly around here like they're drunk, I'll tell you. We have one of them that sits in a tree across the fence in the neighbor's yard, and he watches the hummingbird feeder. And if another hummingbird comes to start drinking out of that feeder, he'll fly down out of that tree and chase him away. And he doesn't go get it. He goes back up in the tree and waits for him to come back. He's greedy. Greedy, 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 greedy. Anyway. Well, we celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary. Couldn't go out to eat. They shut everything down. It was back in July.
We went to the Waffle House. They didn't shut it down.
Oh yeah, Waffle House, big deal. The steaks that you get at Waffle House, they're so thin you can see right through them. Just hold them up to the light. Okay, now we're here by ourselves and we're just waiting for anybody to come back on. Anybody to come back on. Oh. Oh, you see back here in the back, we got the curtain pulled up. Well, they do that because there's only one split right here in the center. And I hate going like this. I just like to look out the window. And we've got a groundhog out there that's bigger than my dog. And it'll come out in the afternoons and sit there and nibble on dandelions and stuff like this. And I tap on the window and he'll turn around and run. So I got me a big Connie bear trap, and okay, that was Deacon calling me up. I was talking to him today about, in fact, I gave him a couple moringa trees, and I dumped my camera. I gave him a couple moringa trees, and he took them home to plant them in his yard. He was all excited about them because he'd never heard of them before.
Who was that?
Deacon Davis. So you figure that out. He goes to a different church. And anyway, we're sitting here now, probably about that long. Might have weighed 20 pounds a piece. And what it does, it snaps their neck real fast. They don't even get a chance to blink. These are traps that were made in up in Canada, either Canada or Alaska. And nothing gets away from those traps. Anyway, I got two of them, and there's one more big one out there. And he probably weighs 40 pounds, at least 40 pounds. And I've just been, when I see him, I tap on the window and I watch where he goes to see where he's making his trail. He's going in my neighbor's garage. In my neighbor's garage is so full of stuff that he can't find them. And I said, I'll find them for you. So I'm going to set one of those traps and put it right where he comes out of that garage and camouflage it with a little bit of vines and stuff because he's coming out into the bushes. So I'm going to put one out there and see if I can't get him. But I wonder why everybody fell off. I must still be connected because the timer's still going for my live view. Well, anyway, we'll just sit here and wait for Bonnie to come on and for Crystal Johnson to come back. And Bonnie and her husband are back from their trip. Here's cigarette.
I'm going over here so I can do medicine.
Bonnie and her husband got back from Montana safely.
Yeah, they probably came home because it's snowing out there.
This is my calendar. Okay. This is how I can tell what day it is. See, it's Tuesday. Well. Let's see, what else is new in our life? Nothing is new.
New
Just
grandchildren.
rearranged. You got what?
New grandchildren.
Yeah, we got new grandchildren, little boy and a little girl. Is there a spot of dirt on my face right there?
It's like right up above. I don't know if it's dirt or if it's like where you hit yourself. It might be dirt, oil or
Where I
something.
hit myself.
Not where you hit, but like, you know how you do like this and you get a bruise?
Oh, yeah.
It might be grease from where you were fooling around with the.
Nikki, good evening, my friend. Up there in Canada, how are you doing? It's just you and I, my friend. Everybody else is gone. At one point, there were 8 people on here, and then, boom, everybody's gone.
Well, Crystal's coming back.
Okay, we'll do that, Nikki. Barb's sitting right here. Say hi to Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Nikki lives up in Florida. Yeah, up in Canada. And we're always glad to have you here, Nikki. How are the little children doing? And thank you for the thumbs up.
You want more coffee?
Anyway, this is Ken and Barb at Carver Gardens in upstate South Carolina. And we're just here doing nothing. There's nothing to do around here, you know?
Yes, there is. You just don't want to do it.
I mean, if we weren't on quarantine, I'd be able to go out and cut my grass.
Yeah, right. That'd be when you'd want to go out and do it.
Oh, Bonnie. Oh, I'm tired. I guess I slept too long today. You mixed the coffee, didn't you?
Yeah.
Dump it out.
I put more sugar in it. A lot more.
A lot of people won't watch a video if you're smoking. And some people just don't care. But you know, I'm 70 years old. I've been smoking since I was 14. So the odds are I'll die within 10 or 20 years. They told me that when I started smoking. Oh, you're gonna die. Like they weren't gonna die, you know. Everybody dies sometime. But you know, smoking's like being in a car accident. Some people lose their life in a car accident, and some people lose their life smoking. But not everybody loses their life from smoking, and not everybody that's in a car accident dies. But that right there. I got a smoker's cough real bad. Now let me see if this coffee tastes any better than the last cup. Yeah, that doesn't taste like burnt coffee. Well, Christmas is coming up real soon. You know, Seems like it just Christmas 10 months ago. Well, 9 months ago, 12 months ago. Yeah, I don't know. This is September, October, November, December, 9 months ago. But we're sitting here just acting goofy until somebody comes on to talk. Boy, could we really get goofy if nobody comes on to talk. Lucy, you want to talk to the people on the computer?
She's smart. She's awake now.
She's laying here at my feet taking a nap.
And snores louder than we do.
Yeah, she snores. Well, I'll tell you. Well, we haven't got any new teddy bears recently. Where did everybody go? Maybe the internet went down. Maybe I just think I'm on YouTube. I'm glad it's not like a teletype machine, where you got to sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for somebody to call you. Because the teletype machines all had telephone numbers, but there was no telephone directory for all those machines. You had to know there was a company out there that you wanted to communicate with. Like if you were a run production plant and you needed some specific bolts or specific part or something like this, and the companies are out there, you just don't know what companies make what you need, and you don't know their phone numbers anyway. But that was always interesting. Lucy, your friends are on the computer. You want to see your friends? Oh, I thought somebody came on. They didn't. Well, out of 8 people, I got 2 thumbs up. I guess that's good. Good average. So we're sitting here. Crystal had to go put the children to sleep. Bonnie hasn't come on yet. A.G. Wild had to go put his children to sleep. Oh. We haven't done anything in our hoop house yet. I got some starter trays, and I was going to do some peppers today, and I never got up out of my chair and walked over to the greenhouse. Now when I go outside, me and the puppy dog, we just go out and sit by the garden, watch the hummingbirds, and we don't do nothing. Click on that little button. Click it. Come on, click that little button right there. There's a button up there somewhere. Somewhere's over here. Click on it. Talk to me. And this is one of the reasons I've been off for a couple months. Everybody else gets bored with what I got to say too. I guess I'm going to have to edit about a half hour out of this video when there's nobody in here but me. Nikki up there in Canada, she keeps the tab open to help me get watch hours. But, you know, I've kind of given up hope of ever getting 1,000 subscribers and the right amount of watch hours. I just come on here and rattle on. And 48 minutes later, there's still no interesting conversations. The weather up in the upstate of South Carolina here has been super hot, just like Arizona. I mean, no relief at all. Even at night, you go outside and it's still hot. Now, for about the past week, it's cooled down out there in the evenings. We usually go out there and sit. But as you can see by looking out the window behind me, it's pitch black out there. So you definitely wouldn't see the camera. Yeah, it looks like somebody hit me right there with a hammer, don't it? Maybe they should have. I might have something interesting to talk about.
It's sleepy. You got a new one. He's called Sleepy Time. He's awake and then he goes to sleep. And then he goes to sleep more.
Yep, that's our newest bear. I forgot about him.
And he wakes up.
Looks like our new grandson.
Except he's got more hair. Granddaughter too.
By the way, I have to mention 4K video downloader. That's 4K video downloader. That will let you download it's a free program that you can get if you Google it. It's a free program that'll let you download videos from YouTube. Doesn't cost you a dime. And if you make a video and you put it on YouTube and you advertise that, 4K, 4K video downloader or 4K downloader, it is a good program to use. You can download it for free. Then they'll send you, you go to their webpage and it will send you a passcode so that you get the extended version, which lets you download more than one video at a time. And you send them an email with the title of your video that you put on YouTube, advertising them, and then they will send you, they'll go look at your video, and they will send you that code. So I've been using them for about a year, and I download most of the long movies, the videos that run for an hour and a half, or there's some that run for 5 hours, historical documentaries and stuff like that. And let's see, I can put that, I think I can put that in a little text going across the screen here, so that you'll be able to see it. I'll try and do that. But I meant to mention that at the beginning of the video. Or at the beginning of the live stream, I should say. Well, come on, people. Somebody come in and talk to me anyway. Yeah, when you download the videos, it doesn't download any of the commercials. So you can download the video and then watch it without having to, keep clicking on exit commercial or whatever it is. I don't remember what it is. I've clicked on it so many times. Cancel commercials or whatever the case may be. Anyway. And even for short videos, there's a lot of videos on there that are only like 15, 20 minutes long. Some of the homestead videos, and I usually download a bunch of those and watch them all at once. And I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're getting bored because there's nobody chatting. But I'm gonna try and get on every night again. So maybe I can build back up a little group of people to chat every night. I've only got like 312 members in my channel, so there's not a lot, and most of them are just people that